Hello, fans and friends. It is Meade, Skelton on Meade Music Channel. I want to show y'all today my discography. And for all you young whippersnappers out there, it means the actual format you release over your music work, your body of work that you do as a musician. And I'm proud, very proud of my vinyl releases, and I did some compact discs. So I'm doing my discography that I put out over the years, and I'm really focusing mostly on my Sweet Tea era, that Meadow Street Band era that I started in around 2007-ish, and up till about 2016. I just want to show y'all some of the things I've done. So y'all know what this is. This is a 45. See, it's a 45. And it is actually, I put this on my 7 inches. So I got 7 inches here, and you can pull it out and hold it in your hand. See, that's what people used to do. They held record music in their hand and put it on a record player or a CD player. But as y'all can see, this was pressed in Nashville at Uptown Pressing or Up Something Pressing. Did I put it on here? Recorded at Minimum Wage Studio. These are the credits on the back. So y'all can see the credits on the back here. Recorded at Minimum Wage Studio in Richmond, Virginia. We've got, well, of course, I'm on the lead vocals and piano, and Larry Shattuck drums, Ron Simmons bass vocals, Kathy McGraw percussion and vocals, Terry Witt background vocals, and Betty Robertson piano and vocals. So this was pressed copyright 2009, and this was pressed, I can't remember, United Record Pressing in Nashville. But y'all can see it's very plain because, all right, it says from the outside looking in on one side, and then Sweet Tea is the main song, and then from the outside looking in. And I did this in progression because I wanted to show progression. My original idea, and I ran out of money, was to release several singles first, like they used to do in the old days, and before the vinyl surge happened, okay? Because I wanted to release several singles first, like they used to do in the old days, with succession up to an album, which I kind of did. And before that one, I released my Loudoun County Home on another 7-inch. So this one, unfortunately, says my Loudoun County Home, which is misspelled. And then on the flip side, I put a gospel number, Moved by the Spirit, which everyone compared to la 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 la. What's that one? Love, love, da 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 da. I don't know that one. They used in a Domino's pizza commercial, I think. Love something, love in your heart or something. Anyway, this is also on my 7 inches, and this has the back here. That picture was taken in downtown Richmond. I put the, to all my fans, y'all enjoy and treat yourself to a glass of sweet tea. I used to put that on most of when I signed stuff like that. Recorded at Songwriter Studios in Richmond, my Loudoun County Home was. Now this barn here was actually where I grew up as a teenager. This was painted later. In 2008, I went on the grounds of Egypt Farms when it was still standing, which is now demolished. The farmhouse I lived in from age 15 to 18, is no more, but this was at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and this little place here was a painted barn on it. It's wonderful Americana. I mean, this is my Americana phase, if y'all can tell. And it was recorded, the gospel number was recorded at Tabernacle Baptist Church in Richmond. So I'm very proud of this, y'all. This is my 10-inch. Oh, I put this on a 10-inch, right? So this is what they call an EP. This was part of the progression phase. Here I'm dressed like Colonel Sanders on the cover. I have a picture of the band on the back. Here we are. And we're all dressed in black like we're going to a funeral. I don't know, I guess that was our Johnny Cash phase. But this was We Talk in Circles. And that was my first YouTube hit that I put on, and I actually wrote We Talk in Circles in 2004, and this has Those Bad Things You Do, We Talk in Circles, Hipsters Ruin Everything, which should have been a single, Shopping for Love, River City, and Crossroads. I always close with a gospel number. leave them weeping in the aisles, as Elvis would say. And of course, we have now the front cover. This picture was taken at Magnolia Grange Plantation in Chesterfield County, Virginia. This is available on both 10-inch records and compact discs. See, I was going retro 80s here with my 10. This is what a 10-inch looks like, folks. Now, again, it's very plain. So, because they charge a lot for the graphics, and I just made it as plain as possible. It looks like, anyone can stamp it on, because I had to do it all for me, because I didn't have Adobe myself or anything. So this is We Talk in Circles. Side 1 has 3 songs on it. That's what an EP looks like. And side 2 has 3 songs on it. So this is my 10 inches. Yeah. And, of course, it plays beautifully, and it's on a 33. These are all 33s, except for the 2 singles, which I showed you all before, which was a 45. Okay, now, this is my pride and joy. This is Meade music. This is like the culmination of all of those together. And this is a picture of us on the back here that y'all can see. And the piano keys, Mr. Brian Starowski designed this album cover for me, but I took all the pictures myself. This was this was my headshot for acting in 2011. This came out in 2012. Got shrink wrap still on it. I have 200 copies left, so if you have a copy, there's only about 500 in the world of these. I sent them out to Australia, France, New Zealand, all the big names, So this is the back here, and so of course it has Sweet Tea. So this is what the 12 inches looks like. Of course it comes in the vanilla paper like that, and then it's got, like that. Okay, folks, it's beautiful blue. And again, the text is plain because I couldn't afford any fancy labels or anything like that. They charge a lot for the labels. That's the biggest expense. Now, a lot of folks ask me, how much money did it cost to press all these? About $2,000. And how much money did I make from it? About $600 in sales. But it's folks, it's art. It's art. This is all art to me, art inspired. And so this album has Sweet Tea, Worried Heart. Of course, Sweet Tea was a single from the 45. Oh Bus 48, a song I wrote when I was in the 3rd grade. Fat No More, The Last Time. On the back, on the second side is Old South, Me and My Horse. Before You Go, Insomnia Over You, and Running on Empty. Now, if I had the money, I would have taken songs from these and released the next subsequent of singles, but I was flat broke. After that, I ran out of all my inheritance money, so I could not do that. But I did release what was I wanted to do on vinyl, but I couldn't because I couldn't afford it, folks. So what I did release here, well, this is Coffee Shop Country. That's what music critic Ned Hepburn called me in the year 2012. And he wrote it on his Death and Taxes blog that I was a coffee shop country artist, outsider musician. And I didn't take any offense to that. He didn't like my politics, but anyway, Coffee Shop Country. I did all the artwork. I took these photos myself. This is Black Hand Coffee in Richmond. So I just took a picture. And then this is I'm going to open it up for y'all because this is a 4-panel. So Brian Starowski again did the design, like he did the actual printing, like he formatted it so I could print it. On the back, this is me and my keyboard, Bessie. So here is the inside. It's a beautifully designed 4-panel. Of course, again, folks, I want to do this on vinyl, but I couldn't afford it. So with this, I decided to do Mama's Family typography for the compact disc. And this picture I took of a coffee cup myself. I took all these pictures myself. I like photography. So on this album, this was a pretty good album. I debate on whether this was actually better than Meade music because it has some pretty good songs on it. I got Clean Livin', which is sort of a Christian crossover song. Love Your Neighbor. Coffee Shop Country, which was the title track. One More Latte and Love. We're going with the coffee theme. coffee house theme. Lovesick Blues was like a rollicking rockabilly version of it. Starting Again, which I think is I would have released Starting Again as a single. That should be a hit. I mean, it really should be. King of the Cowboys, which would be the flip side of Starting Again if I had the money. Spring Never Dances with Fall, which was a ballad written by the late Mr. Terry Turtle of Buck Gooder, who I actually toured with when I was on the road. I opened up for them at these little crazy noise rock shows, and somehow some people liked it. They liked me, some people didn't. Okay, I got booed once, but a lot of people did like me. I was sort of like Dwight Yoakam was playing at punk shows. Okay, so that's what I was doing. And I used to play at this little venue called the Little Girl Collective in Harrisonburg, Virginia. And I would open up for Buck Gooder. And so he wrote the song, Spring Never Dances with Fall. It's about an older man in love with a younger woman. And folks, as I get a little bit older myself, I can relate to the lyrics. South of the Border Down Mexico Way is a Gene Autry, Patsy Cline song that I love to do. And we did that with our wonderful harmonies that we had in the ministry band. Then I closed with Lord Get Me to Church. And this came out in 2016. So this is the last main album I've done as a physical format. I really want to get back into making records, but the next record I do will be strictly gospel. I want to do a gospel album because I got some good gospel songs like Jesus Pilled and Say Yes, and I want to put those on. But this came out in 2016, and this was it. And this did not sell very well. I only sold about 4 of these on eBay, and it never went to vinyl, so I didn't. To me, vinyl is a real thing. Folks, I was so proud of my vinyl that I actually framed it. So I framed Meade music. Okay, folks, so I framed this. There's a glare on there. I framed Meade music, and I hung it on the wall because I'm very proud of this, because not many folks make vinyl in their life. I mean, I always wanted to make a record, and I did it. And I don't care what y'all say. No, it's not on a label. No, I didn't have Atlantic Records behind me. I did this all by myself. It was a grassroots effort with a wonderful ministry band, and we worked together on the harmonies and the arrangements. And I'm very proud of it. I mean, it got really good reviews in Roots Music, Country Americana loved it. They really thought it was good. They thought it was like a 1970s Graham Parsons, very similar to Graham Parsons style record. And this really did. This was the biggest thing because it had the sweet tea on it. However, like with anything else, if you're not on a label, nobody gets to hear it. And it's not that people don't like it, it's just that there's no exposure. The people that, all the people that make it in music have tons of managers and publicists and PR and all that. So it's not really listener appeal is not it. It's exposure. If you're exposed, people will think, oh, I have to buy that. But I'm just very proud of everything I've done, folks. And I didn't cover some early records like I did They Can't Keep Me Down, which was 2003. I was very young at the time. And then I also did songs by Meade Skelton, my very first CD in 2001, which was more honky-tonkin'. But this right here, this sums up my style and my work. I always go to this because this is what I was most proud of. And you can get these on, is there still for sale? I have some personally I can send them to if you want to buy one. $20 each, and $7 shipping, and I send records in the mail. So that's it, folks. I just want to show you all my discography. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you like what you see, subscribe, and I'll be coming with you for more music videos for y'all. Thank you so much, and remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today. Bye-bye.